What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of Lou Bar's Garage. I am your host, Luis, and today I'm going to do something that many people have been requesting of me, how I installed this rear camera for our dash cam without drilling any holes. So today I'm going to walk you step by step on how I took the panels off to be able to feed the wire through all the way to the front without doing any drilling. Stick around, guys. If this is content that you like, please like and subscribe so we can continue to bring you more helpful content for you to do these things at home. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. First things first is we're gonna open up the back door here. Now that we have the trunk open, we're gonna go ahead and remove this panel here. So we're gonna grab a flathead here and we're gonna start to work on this right here and pull it off. All right, just like that. And we're just gonna start to work around and get all of these panels off right here so we can get access to the back of the door. Okay, now that we have those taken off, we're gonna go ahead and use a Phillips screwdriver. And there is a couple of screws right here and here. Next, we're gonna want to take this handle off right here. So with your flathead, you do have a little hole right here so you can enter in your flathead. And you're just gonna pry this part out like that. And it's gonna expose two 10mm bolts. We're gonna zip those off. You can either use a 10mm bolt or a Phillips screwdriver. For this case, let's just use the screwdriver here since we have it. And we're just gonna screw these off real quick. Now that we have those two bolts off, we're just gonna pry this trim off slowly by just pulling down on it. So I like to start on the corners here and just kind of give it a little tug, and then it'll start to come off little by little. And you're gonna wanna pull these tabs off here. So remember, the white is on the left here for the lock and the gray is on the right. So we'll set that down. And that exposes the panel. Now that we have all of the trim on the inside taken off, we're gonna go ahead and start working on the side of the door here. There is this trim piece right here, and it's held down by two clips right about here. So all you gotta do is just grab and just pull, just like that. Now that we have this trim piece taken off, it's gonna expose a bolt right there, 5/16 crescent wrench here. I'm gonna use that to unscrew that. All right, there we go. We're gonna do the same exact thing on the other side. Next, what we're wanting to do is we're gonna grab our drill with an extension. We're gonna be using a 5/16 socket to unscrew 6 nuts that are behind the door. Here is the back of the door. We're gonna have access through. So these two holes, those two right there, and these two holes. Now that we have our screws off, what that did is it released this panel right here. That's the whole part that we're gonna be taking off. So once you're done unscrewing the nuts on the back of the door, all the rest of this is being held by clips. We're gonna gently want to pry this part off right here. And just to give a disclaimer, I'll bring you in a little closer. So this part right here has a little lip. So it's underneath this part right here. What I ended up doing is grabbing it and kind of turning it a little bit so we're able to kind of slide it underneath there. Once that was free, I started to pry from above here, and then also right here, as you can see, there's the clips right there, and there's another. You're gonna wanna take your time with that part because it's kind of scary and you don't wanna break your clips. I'm just gonna set that part to the top here. And now what this does is it exposes, there's 3 holes right here. And these are all part of the bolts that you unbolted. There is 2, there's the 2 from the back right there. And there's a 3rd hole right here. And this is the hole that I use to feed the wire through. And obviously the camera, it's too thick to kind of wire it through the back, right? I ended up just grabbing the front part of it that connects to the actual dash cam on the front, the aux plug, and just kind of fed it through. And it does have a grommet here, so it just kind of fits right in there perfectly. So as you can see, There it is right there. Let's go ahead and open this up so I can show you what the back looks like. That part is right there. That hole is free. And then what I ended up doing is I ended up feeding it through here. You can see the wire, put it through the back here, through here. And this is actually the part that I was talking about. So you can actually disconnect it right here or connect it from right there. So this is the part that I fed through that hole right there. And then the rest of the wire, it's a pretty long wire that comes with the kit. Spiraled it through right here. You can see it keeps going. From here, this whole wiring loom is gonna go through this grommet right here. What I ended up doing is I pulled this off, just like that, so you can see it. So there is the wiring loom right there. Down here as well, it's all rubber, so you can just pull it off. If you're having trouble with it, you can grab yourself a flathead and just pry it up. Just a quick tip, when you're feeding the wire through here, because it is rubber on rubber, what I ended up doing is I ended up adding a little WD-40 to my hands and lubricating the wire right here, so that way it can just slide right through seamlessly without getting hung up in there. What I did here is I ended up pulling the weather stripping off, just kind of right here in this area. I pulled this down, so there you can see that's the wire, and it came through the hole right there. I fed it along through here, and then through here, all the way to the front. There's our dash cam. You can see the wires. Everything's tucked in. You can't see any of the wire. It's nice and clean. And now you want to just reverse the process and put everything back. Just take your time and make sure you're not breaking anything, scratching anything. Be patient and you'll get it done and it'll look super clean. Just wanted to show you the back of the trim piece on the back of the trunk real quick. So as you can see, we have all sorts of clips. Some of them fell off. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we have 13 clips. This is one of the bolts from the inside that you're going to be unscrewing. This just slides into here. And there's 3 of them. So 1, 2, and 3. This is the one that goes to the hole where I fed the wire through right here. Just slid this one out so I can fit that camera wire through here. I don't have any issues with it. Once I put it back in, everything just fits right in and we're good to go. I'm gonna add the clips back in and reinstall the trim part and call it good. That's how you can install your rear dash cam camera without any drilling needed for your 2020 through 2023 Subaru Outback. I hope this was helpful. If it was, please like and subscribe so we can continue to make more videos to help DIY at home. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you then, or we'll see you another time.